track in 2015?
Without further details, I'm drawing a blank, bro. Because this is live radio, I don't get time to...
2015 was the first time the racetrack sold out attendance. Really? They capped the audience size to 50,000.
Oh, was that the year Pharaoh was up there?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, yes. You know what they started doing too? And you can still find these all over Saratoga. They renamed it Pharaoh Toga.
Ah.
It was a big deal because of the Triple Crown, etc.
Oh, that's a great story.
I absolutely deserve that. That's a great story. Hey, condescending guy. Oh my. I've been victimized by my own drop.
That's a great story. Here's another one. The Travers Stakes also goes by another name.
The Summer Derby. The fourth Triple Crown.
The what Summer Derby? Not the pre-Summer Derby.
The Midsummer. There you go. I was dancing on the periphery there. I mean, I hit the dartboard. I just didn't hit the bullseye.
Here's what I did not know.
What?
And this is
I
crazy.
know what happens if you win the Travers.
What?
Well, I don't want to give
It
away.
could be another question.
I don't want to give away a
don't
freebie.
no, yeah, don't do that again.
I farted.
That's what happens. Heather,
Yeah,
please.
Okay. Saratoga is referenced in a #1 pop hit song. Do you have any idea what it's mentioned? What song it could be in?
Can I get a
A
year?
#1 hit song of the 1970s.
1970s? I wasn't alive.
The song was called You're So Vain.
Stop it. That's in that
By
song?
Carly Simon. I know, I didn't know that either. The lyric says, I hear you went up to Saratoga and your horse naturally won. Oh, that's a great story. There you go.
I didn't know it.
Okay, let me give you a couple more.
High, that's the way to go, boys. Bottoms high.
Yes. What is Saratoga's motto?
It's the August place to be.
No.
What?
3 words is their motto.
3 words is their
Blank, blank, and blank.
spend more money.
Yeah.
Get bleeped up.
3 words, 3 H's.
H? Bro, listen. What do you want from me? I'm terrible at trivia. Go ahead.
Health, history, and horses.
Okay, I'm going to tell you this.
Never seen
I'm
that.
going to tell you this again. Erroneous. I challenge that. I have never heard that.
Okay.
Finito.
Now, I'm interested in this, so I'm going to give you this last one.
Okay.
Most people, I read when they go there, they pack a cooler, you bring your own sandwiches.
That's the picnic
Okay,
area.
right. You
Oh,
come here.
yeah.
But let's say you wanted to eat there, and you wanted some chicken. Where would you
Hattie's.
go? That is
Hattie's. Hattie's fried chicken is legendary.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. Is it good? Oh, it's bomb. And Hattie's has a restaurant that's in Saratoga that you can actually go sit down and eat.
Right.
They got a trackside one. The fried chicken, they take the bone out, and they put a little this Hattie's slaw on top. Oh, man, take the bun and throw it in the garbage. Just eat the chicken and the coleslaw. Oh, Hattie's is legit.
Oh,
They
man.
don't screw up. What?
Send me a picture of
Where's
this.
the Travers trivia? You don't have that?
What did I do?
I know.
Okay, here you go. Okay. The Travers Stakes winner is congratulated by
Oh,
what?
yeah. Well, because in Saratoga they got a dipping pool in the middle of the infield. There's a canoe that's been there for like 500 years.
That's right.
Like Daniel Day-Lewis left it there from the film Last of the Mohicans.
That's right.
The canoe they paint the canoe your silk colors,
Right.
and it stays there until the next Travers.
And from what I hear, the pond is peaceful. It's serene.
On boat, guys.
It's
I've got a
beautiful.
sailboat.
It's a beautiful, beautiful pond.
All right, if you have any more, pick the best one you got, and then we'll finish this.
Okay, the population of Saratoga Springs triples to what number each summer?
God, I think
The
it's
population triples
Yeah.
to this number.
I'd say it's a town of 100,000 max, so 300,000?
No.
Okay, what do you got?
75,000.
It's only 25,000?
Yeah.
They got a badass downtown for a little bumpkin town of 25,000. And let me tell you, the real estate ain't cheap. All right, what else?
Go.
That's it?
That's it.
Roberto, very well done.
Thank you.
Wow,
that's a great story.
That's enough. 97-1. When the IRS tells you, hey, you owe us some money, they mean business. They're going to harass you until they get what they want. If you're part of the growing number of Americans, you got trouble paying your taxes or getting out of IRS debt, you got to call Abraham and Rose the tax lawyers. Jerry Maurice, local guys, been in business for years. Jerry used to work for the IRS, knows them inside and out, and they're going to work with you on a plan, keep you out of trouble, and get the IRS off your back. Now look, if you are self-employed, you got trouble paying your employee taxes, get with Abraham and Rose now, create a plan, and keep the IRS away. And CPAs are lovely, no shot here. They can't help you. You need tax lawyers, you need IRS experts, you need Abraham and Rose. So don't take on the IRS alone, use the experts in tax law. Make the call now, 248-539-5040. That's 248-539-5040, or just go online to abrahamandrose.com.
Hi, Eric Lance from Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, and they're not going down to zero. So what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Jim Rome with the CBS Sports Minute. The MLB All-Star Game was a complete and total snooze fest, other than fellow Gaucho Shane Bieber coming out to strike out the side and rip the MVP award. However, it was even worse than I thought, especially if you played in that game and you were Jeff McNeil of the New York Mets. Earned his first All-Star Game nod this year, and he got his first ever Midsummer Classic at bat at the top of the eighth. Should have been the biggest moment of his career, except the Jumbotron operator put up a giant picture of Jacob deGrom for the entire at bat. And if you think that McNeil did not notice, you would be wrong, and he was none too happy about it. Quote, they had, 2 weeks to get ready for this? That can't happen, end quote. Oh, it can, and it did, Jeff. Or should I say Jake. Tough enough to be a member of the Mets. Even worse to escape that nightmare, only to have it all follow you to Cleveland for the All-Star Game. I'm Jim Rome.
Great news, there's a quick way that you can save money. Switch to Geico. All it takes is 15 minutes to find out if you can save 15% or more on car insurance. And Geico offers coverage for more than just car insurance. Got a motorcycle? Geico's got you covered. Got an RV? Covered. A boat? Covered. How about homeowners or renters insurance? You bet Geico's got you covered. And there's so much more Geico can help you with. Plus, don't forget the discounts. Go to geico.com today and see how much you could save. That's geico.com.
There's a lot of guilt around snacking, right? You want to eat better, but you want it to taste great too. You don't always get both, but you do with Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds, which are crazy good and better for you. They're thick and crunchy with awesome flavors and a big, bold taste. Plus, they're gluten-free, low sugar, cooked in sunflower oil, and keto-friendly. Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. It's the guilt-free snack you've been waiting for.
Visit your local Meijer today for your Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds.
Make this week easier with great deals on the things your family needs at Meijer. Get family pack chicken drumsticks and thighs, only 89 cents per pound. Lean Cuisine frozen entrees are 5 for $9 with Emperor's digital coupon. Bagged coffee from brands like Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks. Buy one, get one 50% off. And Sparkle paper towel 6 giant rolls, only $4.99. Make this week easy with great deals and low prices at Meijer. Why pay more? Exclusions apply. See the deals in
think, and Houston has a lot of nights where, for whatever reason, they space out and don't score runs. The over-under 10.5, we're going to go 1 unit, under 10.5. We're going to bet on my tailgate neighbor from Ole Miss a few years ago, Lance Lynn, to keep the Stros in check. 1 unit, under the total, 10.5. Cocked and loaded pick of the day. Now, I want to welcome in someone who is listening and who used to be a huge beer guy and is now a massive White Claw seltzer fan. And why is this relevant? Because I read a report today that stopped this show in its tracks that White Claw seltzer is outselling every craft beer in America. We bring in Kyle Bogan.
I'm sure no one's surprised that it's me, but I will say I'm still a beer guy. You know, I'm still a whiskey and bourbon guy.
What are you bringing on your trip?
See, there's a difference. Like, there's social structures, okay? Let me explain this for you. Like, when you go out to dinner, okay, you're doing either whiskey on the rocks, or maybe you're doing an IPA, a craft beer, something like whatever it may be, right? If you are going out to the golf course, you're going to just hang out on the lake or something, you're going to do a light beer, or what I have transitioned to is the Trulies, the White Claws. See, because you can't take a bottle of whiskey out on the lake or on the golf course. I mean, you literally wouldn't be able to swing. No, but I'm saying I think that's part of the reason why you're seeing this uptick. Like Sunday, my buddy and I were going to go to the store. We got a whole list of things we're going to take up because my golf trip's coming up next week. Which, by the way, Sully's only playing 108 holes. We're playing 162 holes. Okay?
Yeah, but you got to settle down, all right? You're on a 5-day trip.
It is, yes, and it's going to be glorious. But what's on the list? 4 24 packs of Truly, which is basically White Claw's rival, and then 2 15 packs of some, light beer, just to mix it up a little bit. But that's what we do, especially during the summer. They're so easy, they're so refreshing, and look, no, stop it. Guys are more health conscious now than ever before, right? Like, you want to make sure you don't look like a train wreck, okay?
You don't want to look like me?
Exactly. I don't want the gut, I don't. So you got to do what you got to do. The metabolism slows down. You got to find alternatives. David has it.
90% of Roberto's belly is actually pure alcohol.
Oh, I believe that. Yeah. Boy,
It's like a
natural
water bag
inflammation
filled with vodka.
Although vodka is the healthiest liquor that you can drink.
Thank you so much. You're coming up to 6. Will the other alcohol expert at the station be joining you tonight?
Yeah, sure. And he'll make fun of me for being a little seltzer guy as well. But that's okay.
Partake in drinking. I'm not making fun of sure. I don't understand how this many people are starting to drink this stuff.
Very refreshing.
It's weird.
Barely any carbs, barely any sugar. They taste fine. Summer stuff.
Thank you very much.
Of course, you're welcome.
Kyle Bogan, everyone. Ticket texts are pouring in on this, but first I want to get to the calls. We got the latest and greatest Tiger rumor with 2 players you've never heard of, so I'll tell you all about them, and you can decide whether it's exciting or not in roughly 7 minutes. But first, we go to Sam, 97.1. What's up, Sammy?
How's it going, Mike? I'm going to explain this whole White Claw craze for you. It's kind of for younger people for the most part, but it kind of started with, I'm 23, they're everywhere I go. Started with the ladies drinking them, and then you start bringing White Claws to the party, and when the beer runs out, obviously you're going to start throwing back a couple of them, and they essentially, to me, taste like LaCroix with 5% alcohol. And I get what Bogan's saying with the whole health thing, but I think that's mostly how it started. And, I got a 30-year-old sister. She always says the Ferndale drinks IPAs. And essentially, I think those are pretty garbage for the most part.
Well, Sammy, listen, I'm not gonna go into war with craft beer guy. Look, craft beer is delicious. IPAs are not my thing, never have been. They're I don't know, they taste off-putting to me. But no, Sammy, look, we're all adults. You drink whatever the hell you like. I don't care what anybody drinks. I was stunned that White Claw, forget about the other brands, is outselling all craft beers. And this is a craft beer state. It just tells you, guys like you, drinking it. It's not just, it's just the ladies drinking it. No, like, all of society's drinking this stuff.
Yeah, I would say for the most part it's people under ages 33, but I guess that's who makes up most of the drinking population.
No, I shouldn't say no. I don't know. I have my own opinions. Hell, if you listen to our show on a Friday afternoon, you get some of the old-timers who sound like they started happy hour the night before. for the call. Roberto, can we get you on this? Can we get you to try
I'll
this?
give it to you, man. You will do. He'll finish out.
Yeah, that's every football Friday, right there.
I mean, I guess I'll try. Try anything, man.
All right, Quinn is up next. 97.1. What's up, Quinn?
Mike, big fan, first time, long time, and shout out to Hatchet, and it sounds like Bogan Spook is in the studio with you as well. So,
Hatchet, man.
Hi, guys.
Welcome aboard. What can we do for you?
Well, I want to weigh in because I worked for a distributor, a big-time distributor in the Oakland County area during the launch of this, and then previously too. So, yes, there's a siren. So, yes, craft beer had this major spike, and that's totally leveled off now. In fact, you got a lot of beer sales down and liquor's up. So, one thing that I haven't heard mentioned yet are the mixing qualities of White Claw. You can mix it with a ton of different liquor, and that's, we all know liquor's liquor.
Now you're speaking Roberto's language.
Exactly. Then you're talking about the demographics, too. So I can remember somebody said that it's owned by Mike's, which it is. So when the rep was in for Mike's to explain this stuff during the launch, I said, well, what's your target demographic? And he said, yeah, it's going to be 80% female. Well, that, over the course of the last 3 years, has completely just evened out. You got 50-50. So there's just one more point to why White Claw is just skyrocketed. Now I want to say this too. When we tried it that day, I thought it was absolutely horrible. But now, take it from a guy that's got 3 beer fridges at his house. I got White Claw in every one of them.
Wow. Well, there it is. Quinn, it's a great phone call because you just explained it. A 50-50 demographic split. That's how you outsell every craft beer in America. I got a Tigers rumor. It's about a trade, and I'll take you through it next, and hopefully you don't fall asleep. So we'll have a good time with that. 97.1.
97.1, The Ticket. Traffic.
This report brought to you by 2 men and a truck on 275 northbound just after 9 Mile. An accident has been moved to the right shoulder. There is still a backup from M1496. Meantime, a crash has been cleared 94 eastbound at North River Road. There's still backups from Little Mac and a power outage around the Roseville area, so traffic signals might not be working around 696 Gratiot Avenue, 10 Mile Hayes area. Why work for 2 men and a truck? Problem solving and making people happy is who you are. Going above and beyond for your customers. Moving up the ladder while moving people forward. That's why you work for 2 men and a truck. For your next career move, check out careers.twomenandatruck.com. I'm Michelle Penny on the WWJ 24-hour Traffic Center.
Hurry into the Ford Hurry Up and Save sales event and get 20% estimated savings on select Ford SUVs. Plus, earn complimentary maintenance through FordPass Rewards. Moda must be activated within 60 days of purchase through the FordPass app on a smartphone and remain active for at least 6 months after activation. Eligible on select 2019 model year vehicles. Vehicle must have arrived at dealer at least 69 days prior to the sale date. Estimated savings include an average dealer discount based on a sales survey of average discounts offered by Ford dealers nationally. Discount may vary. Dealer determines price. For all offers, take new retail delivery from authorized Ford dealers stock by 9/3/19. See participating dealer for complete details.
Or, if you want to lease, current Easy Plan F-150 lessees can lease a 2019 F-150 Super Crew XLT 4x4 for only $149 a month for 24 months, with $2,009 due at signing. Not all lessees will qualify for Ford Credit Red Carpet Low Mileage Lease. See dealer for complete details. Some exclusions may apply. Take new retail delivery from dealer stock by July 31st and visit a Southeast Michigan Ford dealer today.
Head to Court Furniture Clearance Center for up to 70% off new retail prices. Stock is updated regularly, so you never know what kind of treasures you'll find. And now through the end of July, save big on everything for your home or office. Mention promo code 18OFF and get 18% off your entire purchase on anything in the store. Summer savings are here. Sofa and chair sets from $299.99. Task chairs from $29.99. 5-piece dining sets from $199.99 and more. Go to CourtFurnitureOutlet.com today.
Imagining a better bank starts with looking at the savings rates most banks offer and saying, really? Capital One is building something better. You can open a Capital One savings account with one of the nation's best savings rates from anywhere, like here, or here, or here. One of the nation's best savings rates. Opened online at a Capital One location or from anywhere. That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
For consumers only. Offered by Capital One NA member FDIC. Copyright 2018 Capital One.
Tigers have one more day off for the All-Star break. That's before they open up the second half of the season with the Royals in Kansas City. Al Avila, though, on the morning show here in the ticket, talking about the team's rebuilding process, admitted he feels they're ahead of the schedule for pitchers.
Position players, unless you see the statistical, the stats across the board, as far as on-base percentage, OPS, your home run, things of that nature, you tend to get nervous about it. But we do feel strong and good about our pitching that's coming up. We think we're going to have a good starting rotation. We're going to have a good bullpen.
Neil went on to say he plans to use free agency to strengthen the team's development at certain positions. Also touched on how much interest Shane Green and Matthew Boyd have been garnering ahead of the trade deadline.
Nobody's been overly aggressive, but I think it's because just the timing of it right now. I think Aldon Gore coming out of this weekend coming up as far as how aggressive guys are going to be.
Trading deadline is at 4 o'clock, July 31st. As Michigan State gets to take part in the 5th Maui Invitational in team history, the Spartans know who they'll open the tournament with. That's Virginia Tech, November 25th. Winner of the game facing the winner of Georgia and Dayton. And Serena Williams has advanced to the championship round out of Wimbledon, making it 13 straight years she's reached at least one major final. On the ticket update desk, I'm Ryan Woolley. For more, go to 971theticket.com. What's going on, Bill?
Hey, Mike, I'm a boat guy.
I sail. I'm a sailor. I sail.
I got a sailboat.
I sail.
The sailboat is calm, it's peaceful, it's serene. Sail out in the middle of Lake St. Clair and watch the beautiful, beautiful sunset into the west. I'm a boat guy.
I sail. Out on a boat on the lake, way far away from the dock. The wind and the wind and with the sky and everything.
I'm a boat guy. Sail out in the middle of Lake St. Clair and watch the beautiful, beautiful sunset into the west.
I sail. I'm a sailor. I sail.
Hour number 4. Let's get a little trade rumor here with the Tigers. Take you through it. You can tell me what you think, and I'll certainly give you my thoughts on it. So another team seems to be emerging with some interest on Matthew Boyd. It is the San Diego Padres. Now, the Pods have been feisty this year. Could still justify making a second half run for a wild card. And the Pods have a very, very rich and deep farm system. But of course, it's not that simple. So, John Paul Morosi wrote about it, but the Padres are also trying to, at least I heard a month ago, the Padres were trying to move Hunter Renfroe. That's one of the names here. The other one is the Franimal, Franmil Reyes. Now, both guys have Titanic power. That's not really the problem here. So your ears should perk up, because what do the Tigers have none of? Power. What don't you have in your farm system? Power. This is the issue. As the article reads, the sides can find common ground on a proposal that sends a major league position player from San Diego to Detroit as a part of the deal, Hunter Renfroe or Franmil Reyes, both of whom are under control for longer than Boyd, and would address the lack of power that the Tigers' projected outfielders for next year and beyond have or don't. If the Pods balk at parting ways with Renfroe or Reyes for fear of weakening their lineup, you ready for this? The Tigers could include right fielder Nick Castellanos as a part of a bigger deal involving additional prospects from the farm system. All right, so let's start here. If anybody in baseball gave me anything of consequence for Nick Castellanos, I would do it yesterday. I'm going to pretend that that's not real. And I'm also going to assume, based on things I've read in the past where the Pods are actually looking to move Hunter Renfroe, they're not going to balk at that. So let's focus in for a second on Hunter Renfroe and Franmil Reyes. Now, the problem's not power. They could both hit 45 home runs without any exaggeration. Hell, Reyes has got 25 right now, and I think Renfroe's probably got 26 or 27. Here's the issue. They're both the same player in this one regard. They just don't get on base. They don't get on base. I could look up Renfroe, but it's basically the same as Reyes. I mean, Franmil Reyes has a 301 OBP. Not batting average. I don't care about batting average. You can have a batting average that ain't sexy, but you can still have an OBP of 350, 360, whatever. Both players have on-base percentages that are right around 300. That is dreadful. You're never on base. Now, I love the 25, 26, 27 homers, the 40, 45 homers. But these are two guys that are all-or-nothing players. Now, look, there are worse things than having a corner outfielder that maybe at the end of the year gives you an 860, 870 OPS. You take it. You deal with it. But it is tough when a guy's that all or nothing. Now, look, they're both younger. They're both still developing. I mean, Franmil Reyes is a bit of a freakishly large baseball player. I think he's 6'7", 280. I mean, he is a big man. But both guys have tremendous power. Renfroe's got a little bit more of a track record by about an extra year. I think Renfroe's gone, 850 plus OPS each year. He's actually gotten legitimate at-bats. Reyes is doing it this year. I don't hate either player. Here's what I'm telling you. I would be more than happy to take one of them, but the Pod's still got work to do. I'm trading you a lefty with a solid K rate who would be going AL to NL. His numbers would be sure to improve, and he's under team control. You want to offer me Franmil Reyes and a couple of prospects somewhere between 5 and 15 in your system, I'd at least entertain it. It'd be a starting point for discussion. No, you're not going to get Mackenzie Gore from the Pods. You're not going to get Luis Urias from the Pod. You're not getting those guys. Those are the top two prospects in their system. They're not packaging up Chris Paddock for you. But it's interesting because I'll tell you one thing. It's an absolute admission by Al Avila that he is, from a talent standpoint in this organization at every level, naked offensively. If you are asking the Padres for major league players. Don't hate either guy. I'm not smart enough to pick between the two. Literally, Reyes and Renfroe are the same player. I mean, I've just pulled this up now. A 301 OBP for Reyes, a 308 for Mr. Renfroe. So Renfroe's got a slightly higher OPS, 921, which is great. Reyes is down at 858. I take either guy, but they still would have work to do if they want Matthew Boyd. That's how I would approach it if I'm Avila. But I think it's interesting, guys. Getting a corner outfielder who could, without exaggeration, hit 45 home runs each year for the foreseeable future. Guys, I don't think you have a single player in this entire organization that profiles to even be a 25 home run hitter. Jake Rogers doesn't profile to be that. Daz Cameron doesn't profile to be that. I mean, Christian Stewart might, but I don't even think he's a regular down the line. And offensively, you have nothing. You can do worse than adding. Look, Reyes and Renfroe are the Bash brothers. I mean, they're going to hit. Look, I mean, for God's sakes, Franmil Reyes in his first 538 at-bats as a pro has 41 homers. Renfroe in his first 1,100 ABs got damn near 100 homers. I mean, the power's real. Now, which guy I'd have to look up, arm strength. I'm not even going to go there. I'm saying that if the Pods are offering these guys up, you pick the one your scouts like better, you throw me a couple prospects that are not going to be the elite, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4 in the organization, but a couple of B-level prospects that I can develop and wait for, yeah, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I'm not going to, I guess I could ask what your thoughts are, but I doubt you're watching the Padres at 10 o'clock at night like I am, because I'm a baseball nerd and I do this for a living. But yeah, it's interesting, and kind of file it away that if you see a trade go down and one of those guys is coming here, you heard it here and you know some of what you get. I think it'd be interesting. Best I can tell you.
Yeah, and without knowing contract, and
control. I'm not sure on what the control is for either guy.
Oh, Renfro? Oh, Renfro and Reyes? Oh, David, probably 5 or 6 years.
So Renfro's 27. Reyes would be 23.
Okay.
So off of that, I mean, I would probably want Reyes, but again, I'm talking out of ignorance probably.
The Phantom.
But yeah, they already have over 25 home runs right now. So we have no power here. But we still need to get a young prospect, someone that has great potential. Of course, you're not going to get their best, but we have to get something else along with this. I don't want just this for Boyd. We need more.
I'm looking for it right now for you, David. I want to get you that answer because you had mentioned Franmil, right?
Yeah, because I know the story says they have longer control.
Oh, they do. All right, here. Franmil. I mean, David, you're talking pre-arb, hold on, 22 arbitration, 23 arbitration, 24 arbitration, free agent in 2025 for Reyes, free agent in 2024 for Hunter Renfroe. So there you go. Look, man, they're at the bottom, and they don't have any power. And you've got two players. I mean, what do the Tigers have? 36 home runs. Hunter Renfroe's got 27. You got to start somewhere. But I'm not going to get lost in the sauce and the light show of the power. They are all or nothing players, and I know from certain analytical, perspectives, you can live with that. You also would hope that some of that power would also translate into, wait, did you seriously finish the season with 45 homers and 18 doubles? No, like, it's cool if you have 45 homers. You got to give me 35 doubles. Come on now. You can't hit 20 singles and 45 homers at the end of the year. But they still got to give me a left-handed pitcher whose K rate is rising, and AL to NL. Usually, that can be worth 3/4 to a full run off your ERA, etc. You're basically facing 3 free at-bats with the pitcher. Big difference from facing the DH there. I think it's interesting. I dig it. If you got thoughts on it, I'm down to talk about it. 248-539-9797. Big Power is at it again, raising rates. Enough. Don't pay their high rates and increases. Pay yourself. Go solar today. Power Home Solar makes it easy to switch to solar, hooking you up with battery storage with your installations. When the longer days produce more energy, no problem. Store it, use it later. Own your power. Don't rent it. Power Home Solar, #1 residential solar provider in the state. One of the top solar installation companies in the nation. Power Home installs American-made panels, 30-year warranty. You can own your power, not just rent it from the power company. As an official partner of the Lions, hey, they've installed solar panels at Ford Field and Allen Park, and they continue to build a movement towards cleaner, greener energy. And if solar's right for you, go to powerhome.com. Give them a call, 1-800-SOLAR-15. It's 1-800-SOLAR-15. Don't rent your power, own it with help from Power Home Solar.
At Suburban Cadillac of Troy, lease the Cadillac XT5 for only $299 a month for 36 months. Suburban Cadillac of Troy has fair and transparent pricing and no games or gimmicks. Visit Suburban Cadillac of Troy or online at suburbancadillacoftroy.com.
Grabbing a cold case of Miller Lite from the cooler is the easiest decision you'll make all day. It's the light beer that's brewed for more taste, with only 96 calories and 3.2 carbs. What are you holding? Miller Lite. Hold true. Great beer, great responsibility. 2018 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Average analysis 12 fluid ounces, less than 1 gram of protein and 0 grams fat.
Have you heard of the Beyond Burger? This Beyond Meat patty is plant-based, yet packs all the punch of a traditional burger. At Twin Peaks, we top it with pepper jack, arugula, tomato, pickles, caramelized onions, sun-dried tomato mayo, and Creole mustard. And serve it on a whole wheat bun with a side of sweet potato fries. It's the burger satisfaction you're looking for without the guilt. Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
And indeed, we understand that when it comes to hiring, it's important to have a large talent pool to choose from. But sometimes too many good options can be overwhelming. That's why Indeed doesn't access to a large pool of job seekers. We also offer screener tools that let you instantly narrow down your search. Hone in on hiring with Indeed. Experience Indeed for yourself today and get a free sponsored job upgrade on your first posting at Indeed.com/promo. Terms and conditions apply.
Do you hear that Coors Light being poured? It's the perfect temperature. How can I tell just based on the sound? I can't. But I can see that the mountain on the can is blue. And when the mountain is blue, your Coors Light is perfectly cold. Coors Light is cold lagered for a crisper taste, cold filtered for brightness and clarity, and cold packaged for peak refreshment. Doesn't that sound good? 2019 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Hi, Harry Glantz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, and they're not going down to zero. So what are you waiting for? A 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
Got something to say? Text 971 the ticket now at 97136. Ticket text brought to you by LaFontaine Kia of Dearborn, home of the Family Deal. Find over 5,000 new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs daily at FamilyDeal.com. Now available for download. Always aggravated. Valenti's signature podcast. Get it on radio.com and Apple iTunes.
Saratoga, you're going to be on suspension because you have stunk up the entire studio, not with any gaseous emission, but rather with this heinous vegetable potpourri that you have unleashed. It smells like an elephant ripped ass in this studio.
Look, I can't smell anything. I really have a nose issue. I can't smell a thing. You could put a gas tank in front of me. I couldn't smell it, but the vegetables were good. They were great.
I honestly, when I walked in, I thought
I farted.
No, Heather, not you. But I walked in and Wooly was sitting here all quiet. I walked in and I go, oh my God, did Ryan rip ass? It smelled horrible, and it smelled like a legitimate, almost like an unsafe fart.
Well, like for people out, like what it is when you buy those big, like that vacuum sealed, you could be in the biggest room possible and it's bad.
But
this is an 8x8 room,
right? But the venting comes through to the studio, so I started to smell it, and then you came in and you started laughing, and Ryan goes, yeah, man, it's wafting. And I'm like, what are these two in cahoots?
No, I laughed because you legitimately, you were like stone-faced, asked me, like, did you have an accident in your pants?
And then you told me, no, David and his vegetable trap.
Look here, a man is trying to eat healthy. You know what? Tomorrow, every day from now on, I'll bring in that juicy burger or that, that steak, everything that's, fatty.
I know, doesn't that suck? This poor guy's just trying to eat healthy and he's got to get beat up by us.
Listen, I'm happy for you. I'm glad you're getting your fiber. And I'm glad it also wasn't an unsafe fart. But this studio smells like someone died.
I wonder if there's any tricks to it. Like if you add salt or maybe you open it outside, let it sit outside for a little while.
The trick is you don't eat it. It's like once every 6 months, Sully will get frisky and he orders a tuna fish sub. It smells the whole GD place up.
Can't do that.
Can't do it. You can't reheat fish in a microwave. It happened. David, can't do it anymore.
I can't smell anything, so warm up fish.
It affects the rest of us. Go fix your nose. Now, here we go. Ticket text coming in. How do teams like the Yankees, Astros, Marlins, Rays, and Braves find these studs and the Tigers never find any guys like they do? How long you got? I could take a long time there. This baseball geek stuff is music to my ears. OBP's a dead stat. Don't use it. It's old and busted. Getting walked because your team sucks doesn't make you good. I agree to an extent. But when a guy's OBP borders on being sub 300, it is something we need to discuss. Because when they're not hitting home runs, they're not even doing anything. Hunter Renfroe and Franmil Reyes could end the season with under 20 doubles. Like, I don't know if that's exactly music to my ears. I like both players. I'm just saying, you're not going to get the complete package here. Yes, you could see 45 homers, and that'd be amazing for a team that has no power at any level. Mike, question, who's the one yelling in the background of the Boat Guy song? That's the best part. Probably Roberto. Jason in Heartland writes in, Mike, I know it's out of left field. I have a conspiracy theory that Sully is Boat Guy.
The guy yelling in the Boat Guy song is Bill Murray from the movie.
I thought it was your laugh. Okay, I'm sorry. Hi, Sale.
Must see.
Okay. I'm going to go to Lefty. We'll rap about a little baseball. We'll get some NFL football in the mix as well. Lefty, what's going on, bud?
Not too much. How you doing today?
I'm good, pal. What's on your mind?
I've just been listening to you a little bit, and every time I hear about trades between Tigers and Lions and Wings and Pistons, it's like their ineptness is just so ridiculous. It's like if you infuse these players with enough Viagra, they still won't manage the occasion because they don't know what they're doing.
So what do you want them to do? Not make trades?
No, you can make trades, but I would say if you're going to make a trade, sometimes look down the road to retrade. Bill Moore uses that tool to get better.
Oh, wait a minute. You have Matt Boyd here. Your team's nowhere near ready to win. You're going to lose honor games this year. You're going to lose honor games next year. You might lose honor games year after. Who the hell knows at this point? Lefty, if I got people with strong farm systems calling me, you got to make these trades.
Oh, I agree. You got to make the trades, but sometimes you got to make the trade to look in the future to make another trade.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. So then, fine. You want to advocate that then I go down the road and I spin Franmil Reyes for something? Fine. But I'm not having that conversation today. The way I'm trying, you know what I'm trying to do if I'm Al Avila at this point? I'm trying to fill out a freaking lineup that doesn't embarrass me as I walk the streets in 2020. Do I have any players here who might be here when I'm ready to win? Hunter Renfroe and Reyes might be that guy, but I need more than just that. You pick the one you like, but I need a few other things from the pods. Especially when it's been out there in MLB circles, they've been trying to move off of Hunter Renfroe. Go to Dustin, 97.1. What's up, Dustin?
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
I'm good, pal.
Hey, good. Yeah, Hunter Renfroe. So I think there's some empty stats, unfortunately. I mean, it's nice to get the 900 OBPS, but base running, defensive, just being in the field. I think some of the empty stats is not getting the ball put in play a lot, striking out. It's overseeing guys at the third, less than 2 outs. We do need the power, but I really think we need to avoid. We need to use that shift. We need to get a young, hitting prospect that we can bring up next year and have like the 6, almost 7 years of control. Hunter Renfroe it'd be nice. It would basically fix the temporary fix of I can't stand no offense. I got to see some home runs, some offense. But I think Avila has to use Boyd a little more smart and get that chip that's really a franchise hitter if he can.
No, I wholeheartedly agree that it can only be a piece of the deal, right? I need other stuff. And I'm assuming you're never going to get, Luis Urias, who's, one of their 2-3 best guys, second baseman.
Hey, Mike, how about Xavier Edwards, middle infielder, Ryan Weathers, a young lefty. They're both 19. They're right around between 5 and 10 on the top 10 list.
You're thinking the right way.
Yeah, they're bottom 100 prospects, but 2 years now they might be top 50, top 25 prospects.
And I think Xavier Edwards is their fastest player, if I remember right, when I was geeking out on some prospect stuff a few days ago. So yeah, no, Dustin. Yeah, no, look, you're thinking the right way. They're probably going to block you out of their top 3 or 4 guys, but if I can get a couple between 5 and 12 plus an everyday player, it's something to consider. I'm not saying run out with your pants on fire and say yes, but it's something where we can talk. If the Padres think they're getting Matthew Boyd for Hunter Renfroe and some prospect I've never heard of, no, man, that's unacceptable. Period. There's nothing to talk about. Now, you want me to run out and say yes yesterday? Oh, yeah, here. Give me Hunter Renfroe and Luis Urias. Done, because Urias will be my second baseman for the next decade. And guy's got a 70 hit tool. Guy's one of the 5-10 best prospects in baseball. If the Padres want to get silly with it, we can get silly. But I'm just assuming that's not going to happen. There's your baseball talk for the day. We've got the top 10 quarterbacks who've got a lot to lose this season. We're going to do it next. 97.1.
97.1, The Ticket. Traffic.
This report brought to you by Kroger on M14 westbound at Haggerty. There's reports of a disabled vehicle blocking that right lane and shoulder. 96 westbound traffic slowing down from Levan. 275 southbound traffic slow from 8 Mile. Also 96 Jeffries westbound express lanes at the Southfield Freeway. There's a wreck on that left shoulder. Find more ways to save at Kroger, like 2 extra fuel points for every $1 you spend on Simple Truth and Private Selection. Just download your digital coupon on the app or at Kroger.com. Restrictions apply. More ways to save. It's easy at Kroger. I'm Michelle Pena on the WWJ 24-hour traffic center.
Jamie and Stoney. Mornings.
Coming up Friday morning, it's a Tiger Ticket Takeover. Tiger Tickets every hour on our show. And in 902, the benefits of being home alone.
Jamie and Stoney. Mornings, 6 to 10.
Sully here, and I want to talk to you guys about our good friends over at Joe Randazzo's Fruit and Vegetable Market, Detroit, Dearborn Heights, Westland, and Roseville. They've been family owned and operated since 1953. I actually just talked to Sam the other day. Great group of people over there, and it's quality products at the lowest prices around, period. Don't forget, some great summer specials. Green, black, and red seedless grapes, 69 cents a pound, and southern peaches, also 69 cents a pound. You just cannot beat some of these prices, guys. And don't forget about their wholesale delivery unit as well.